Alright, good evening YouTube, and welcome back to the kingdom. I am going to be your host tonight, the Late Night King, and today for all you free-to-play players, we are going to be analyzing this Infiltrator event, trying to understand if this event is for you. So, after we're done here tonight, feel free to leave something in the comments. Let me know what you think. But as always, you can trust me to do this right. Now, this aside, Yoon, it's good to see you. I won't be having Discord on tonight, as my voice is pretty shot, but I need to get back to making some regular videos for the free-to-play crowd. Although I do look forward to having you on future stream. Hello, Tagger. Good to see you guys. Alright, so with that aside, let me get right into what this event means for us free-to-play players, whether or not it's going to be worth it, and where we go from here. Now we're going to start on this particular screen so we can learn a little bit more about the items that are going to be in this event. As we go down, obviously this is the Infiltrator, and the token that you're able to get from this event will give you the choice of getting Sugunga, Ishkar, or Sarkhan. Now, this aside, these are the normal Infiltrators, except they have one additional upgraded skill. As we go down, we'll see relics of old litter this particular event, and we'll cover those one at a time. Just to make sure, Yoon and Tag, can you guys hear me pretty clearly? I don't want to really go too much further until I've got that confirmation. Let me make sure my audio is on. Okay, perfect. I had to edit my last video due to issues. Alright. Let's make sure we can donate where we can. Okay, so now that we know some of the basics about this event, let's go into the actual rewards. Now, we have a reduced number of portal stones that we normally get. Throughout this entire event, we only have the 50. Going through again, the iron tokens, we've got 4 by 4,500, which is pretty nice. Now, after that 4 is done, I mean, you got some divine gems at 5,000. If you're going to go to 4,500, you might as well go to 5,000. These 3-star relics, they're eventually just going to be foraging food, even for you newer guys. So understand that. 3-star Titans as well. No, this is not a good event for free-to-play players. This is not one where you want to be spending gems. This is one that you want to grind to get the resources need for additional events. And I'll go over the explanation for that. The 4-star relics, because that's what you're really looking for as a free-to-play player. Titans, it's a gamble whether or not you're going to get a good Titan. But the relics that you get when you level them up, they can make even your mediocre Titans workable in our Legend League. And so these relics, I mean, they're not all they're cracked up to be. The problem with this event is, yes, these are sort of medium tier relics, but there's no theme to them. And so if you go through and you get a Titan, even that doesn't even necessarily mean that any of these relics you're going to be able to use for that Titan efficiently. And so you're just picking up a lot of storage for down the road. Good to have you, Rebel. Now, I like the concept of the Infiltrator token, but that doesn't change the fact that the Titan roll is still a gamble. And as a free-to-play player, you don't gamble. You get what you can, and then you make it work. And so my recommendation for you, since, I still can't believe they have this Holy Blade as the final extend goal, because it's garbage. I don't care if this event is 16,000 souls. As a free-to-play player, if you plan on grinding a little bit, maybe you just want to push it and you're a little bored, don't go past 5,000. 5,000 is your stopping point. As for me, I'm going to take it easy. I'll probably get to 2,000 just off normal grinding. I'm going to try to save my 50 portal stones for next week as well. If I save those portal stones, I'll have a little bit more that I need. But understand that what you're picking up here is 3 event tokens for an event that's going to be better. Now, I know that I haven't really been... Good to see you, bad mother trucker. I know I wasn't around for a lot of the dropping of the new big titans. But please understand, I am not a fan of the direction that they've taken this game. The summon troops are interesting, but the relics that are unique to that summon troop, they are all completely useless unless you get a good roll on that particular titan. Yeah. Now, we'll go more into those events, because each of the videos I've been catching up on since I've been gone has been like lauding, these great successes, and I was like, well, if you got a lot of money to spend, then yeah, you can chance rolling 5, 6, 7 times to get a titan. But if you're a free-to-play guy, you need something that's going to work. Vintage has his own crowd that he appeals to, and a lot of the times his logic is absolutely right. But the free-to-play guy needs a voice, and that's what I'm going to be for you guys. Any of you guys who are budgeted on this, no, you're waiting for that one event in which you can get the right relics. If there happens to be a decent titan along the way, great. But stay focused, alright? When that one event comes, it's going to be super easy to complete, and I'll show you why. If I look at my relics right now, wow, I can... Alright, you'll see how many of these relics I have stored up from... these relics that I have stored up from those Theater of War events. They just keep building up. So whenever I get one of those events where I can, I decide to go all in, I'm going to have to use a whole lot less gems to get there. And so before, you guys saw me down to as little as 20,000 gems, and if you look in the top right now, I'm at 41,800 again. I am primed to do 2 or 3 events in a row when the time comes. But that time is not this event, so bide your time, free-to-play players. Hoarding does pay off. If you hoard efficiently, you're going to get rewarded. So once again, if you are in a alliance, to be honest with you, it's having a choice between infiltrators is nice, but the fundamental problem with infiltrators is that they are useless on defense. And so while leveling 1 might be okay for you, there's no point in having more than 1. The type of titans that you are looking for as a free-to-play player, if you are going to shoot for titans, are guardians and maybe berserkers. Just because you want a chance at titans that will be useful to you in the long run. Infiltrators are not that for you. Alright? Don't get caught up in the shiny new toy that everyone else is getting. And so, my alliance, where I'm going to be in the Legend Alliance for non-toxic this particular week. But, they're probably going to be aiming to get that Infiltrator token. But I would be more than happy as a free-to-play player to drop right on this 4,000 gems. And so if you have an alliance that's 100 to the 250, know that the late night king thinks you are getting the best reward you can. Once again, the 5-star relic on the Infiltrator, you're right, it makes the Infiltrators great when attacking. But once again, you only have one Infiltrator that you're going to be leveling up. It's not something that weapon's not something that you're going to throw on an Infiltrator and expect him to defend a base. And so, bide your time. Hold your resources for when you can invest in your late game as a free-to-play player. That way you can survive and thrive as a legend player. There you go, Frank. 4K gems is amazing. On occasion, it's nice to get an extra shot at these top-tier titans, but no. I'm going to go to my list of titans right now. You're going to see I have a lot of different titans here. How many of them are actually being leveled? Now, I have a certain titans that I am leveling up to get to level 40, and then I'm going to stop. And that's simply so I can get the relics that are in the temple, or the Titan Arena. As you go through here, I have a lot of titans, but a lot of these guys are totally useless due to their skills. I've got like 4 titans that I've leveled up to level 60, and then others that I'm working on because, like a titan like Meku. You get guaranteed skills for her, and she's going to be a pretty decent attacker for me. And I can throw her on a land and defend, and people are going to have a hard time with her. I can defend with Spearmen or Panthers on her. So she's not going to be great at defense, but she's going to cause them a little bit of trouble. And then you'll have your titans that are going to be, you get you get a good roll on. I'm leveling up my second Skolnar now. I'm leveling up a second Siegfried because I happen to get good rolls on them. These ones that I got to 40, it's because I need the relic associated with them. I've been getting over sickness. That's why you guys didn't see me last week. I'm going to level up my Toland. Venom Tusk, I only leveled him up as far as I did because he was my first level 60, and I love champions. So, understand that having a lot of titans doesn't make a difference as a free-to-play player. Having the right relics makes all the difference. So, keep that in mind. So the verdict on this is, if you feel like grinding and pushing this weekend because you're leveling buildings or whatnot, go to 5,000. But if you want to take it easy, this would be the weekend to do it. Gather up 2,000 souls and relax. So, that's my verdict on free-to-play. Enjoy it. If this event comes down, is duplicated down the road for Guardians or champions with abilities that scale outside of the normal champion abilities, like Siegfried does, then we can revisit this down the road. I'd love to see one of those tokens that gives you the chance at Siegfried or Wukong or any of those other champions that scale into other classes' abilities. Yeah, and wait for the anniversary. Save your gems. That way, when everyone else is battling for that new relics and the new Titan that the anniversary is going to come out with, you are going to have enough, and you're not going to be thinking, man, do I need to spend a little money? Because you're going to have 30 relics saved up. You know, for me, I'm saving back up my relic stash I had before. I'm back to 18. So do yourself a favor. Take it easy this time. But that is the verdict for today. And just to make sure that I don't lose my voice completely, I want to thank all of you for joining me tonight. Know that I am back, and I am looking forward to all of our interactions moving forward. As always, thank you for visiting the kingdom, and good night from the Late Night King.